Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you on how to use the lambda function to determine the roots of a quadratic equation. So this is the standard quadratic equation, and this is the formula of a quadratic equation. So below here, I have three quadratic equations which we shall use as our examples. So in this other part we have the table, so where we have the number, the equation number, the coefficient and the roots. So in this table we shall just input the coefficients. So that is, for example, the coefficient of equation 1, or the coefficient of x squared is 1. Still in equation 1, the coefficient of x is 1, and the third term, or that is the value of c, is negative 6. So then here we have the roots. So to get the roots of, for example, equation 1, so we shall use this quadratic formula. So that is equal to negative b. So in this case, negative b is 1. That is the value of b is 1. So we put negative 1 plus. So a quadratic equation here, we have plus or minus. So we shall start with plus for the first root. So then, to get the square root, we use the Excel formula SQRT. So then we have b, which is still 1. Then we raise to a power 2. So that is, you press shift 6 to get the caret. So then you put 2. So that means 1 squared, or 1 power 2. Then minus 4 times. So we use the asterisk for multiplication. Times a. So a is 1. Then c is negative 6. So then we close the bracket. So then before we divide by 2a, so we close, or we put the brackets. So then divide by first bracket 2 times a, so close the bracket. So that will give you the first root of the quadratic equation. So that is that value. So the other way in which you can do that, that is using Excel, is just by selecting this value. So you select that. So then, that is for the value of b. So you select that one. So where we have this negative 1, so you select a. Then where you have again this one here, so that is a. And then where we have this negative 6, you just select this cell here, then you enter. So that will give you the first root. Now for the second root, again here, so you select this coefficient. That is this one here. Then instead of plus, now we put minus. So then here you select again the value of b, and then here we select the value of a, and then here we have the value of that is c. And then this, instead of this one here, so we select the cell L6, so that is this one here, and then you enter. So those are the roots of the first equation. Now for this other part, we shall use the lambda function. So we have the first bracket, so that is minus b, so you put b plus the square root, then first bracket, then b, shift 6 to get the caret, so squared, then minus 4 times a times c, close the bracket. So then here we now divide by, or let me close the bracket here again. So then we divide by 2a, so you put the bracket, so 2 times a, close the bracket, and then close the lambda bracket, then open the bracket and now input these values, so the value of a, so comma, m9, which is the value of b, then n9, the value of c, so close the bracket and then enter. So there is a bracket which we have not closed, so let us check. So we have this bracket, so that is sqrt, so we need division sign here, so we put a division, so we had not put the division sign, so then we enter. So that gives you the first root of the equation. So to get the second root, so we just use the same formula, so we just copy this formula here. So then let me remove this, then you select the value of a, comma the value of b, comma the value of c, so then close bracket and enter. So but here we need to put a minus since the first one was a plus, so now we have the second root of the equation. So in this last equation here, so that is the third equation, we are going now to use the name manager, so that now we have a simplified way of getting the roots of the equation, so which can also be used in any worksheet. So here we have the coefficients, that is 2, -5, and then -18. So here I will just copy one of the formulas here, or let me just copy one of them. So we start with this one where we have the plus, so we copy starting from here, so copy that, then click on formulas tab, then click on define name. So then here we paste the formula, so Control V, then we call that one root 1, and then we click OK. So let us check that root. So I told the name already exists, so let us remove it first. So Control F3, so you just remove these ones first, so you delete this, so then let us repeat that. So again we go to name manager, so define name, so paste the formula here, Control V, then we call this root 1, and then we click OK. So here we shall just type is equal to root 1. Then first bracket, select the values, the value of A, the value of B, so the value of C, and then you close the bracket and enter. So it gives you the first root. So for the second root we do the same, but this one now is a minus, so we select starting from here, so copy, and then we go to the name manager, so that is define name, we paste the formula here, and this one we call it root 2, and then click OK. So here now we shall put is equal to root 2, then first bracket, select these values, so the value of A, value of B, and the value of C, close bracket and enter. So it gives you the two roots. So now the formulas we have input we can use also for these other equations. So for example, in equation 1 we can say is equal to root 1. So select these values, comma this one, comma the value of C, then close bracket. So it gives you 2. So the second one we can just type root 2. So let me remove this. So just type root 2, and then we select the value there, the value of B and the value of C. So then you just enter, so you'll have the root. So also for this one, so that is equal to root 1. So first bracket, so select the value of A, the value of B, and the value of C. So close bracket, and you have that. So for the next one here, that is the other value, so you just type root 2. Then you have the first value there, so the second one and the third one. So close bracket, and you have the values shown there. So thank you for watching my video, and see you in my next video. So please subscribe to my videos.